How's it going, everybody? I'm Steve, and welcome back. So tonight I want to talk about 7 or 8 titles I picked up within the last 30 days or so. These are 4Ks and Blu-rays. Most of them are brand new. A couple of them are used, but one of these, actually, the first one here I've got that's going to be really exciting here. It's one of the newer ones. It's one that's been on DVD for years and finally got a 4K release. Please leave in the comments. Let me know if you've actually picked up any of these titles and what you think of them. But I can't wait to show what I've got here. Okay, so before I get started, I'm going to leave the poster on my left. These are going to be numbered 1 through 7. Technically, I have 8 films here, but one is actually a 2-pack, and it's actually a 4K. But this first one is actually one I've wanted to get from, at least on Blu-ray, for a long time. It's actually on 4K. It's a 4K Blu-ray combo. But this one's actually from 2002. It's from director David Fincher, and the movie is Panic Room. Like I said, I've had this one on DVD for so long. I actually traded in the DVD not too long ago. But obviously, this one's still in the wrapping, so I haven't watched it yet. But this one, it's been so long since I've seen it. I know it wasn't like top tier David Fincher for me, but it's one I've liked for a long time, and I definitely want to revisit. But this actually has Jodie Foster, has Forrest Whitaker, Jared Leto, Dwight Yoakam, and actually has a young Kristen Stewart in the movie. So interesting to watch this. I want to see what the special features look like in this one. All right, so number 2, this one's from 1997. It's from director Paul Thomas Anderson. This movie has a great soundtrack, but the movie is Boogie Nights. This one, I used to have it on DVD. I've wanted to get this one on Blu-ray for so long. I never see it out in the wild. I actually like the old movie poster more than this one, the one you get it with the DVD. But you know, this one's it's kind of a fun, kind of strange movie poster. But this one obviously has Mark Wahlberg, has Burt Reynolds, Julianne Moore, John C. Reilly, Don Cheadle, Heather Graham, and the late Philip Seymour Hoffman. So I actually watched this movie last night. It's probably been at least 15 years since I saw it last. Tonight I've been watching one of the commentaries. I think Paul Thomas Anderson does both of them, but the second one has like cast members doing it and stuff. So it was fun. I watched all the special features on it, so it was a great watch. Okay, so the third one's actually a combo. It's the first one's from 1982, second one's from 1990. It's from director Walter Hill, and I'm talking about the films 48 Hours and Another 48 Hours. And it's actually 48 Hours is actually Eddie Murphy's first film. It's co-starring Nick Nolte. And I actually had never seen the sequel before. I thought I had, but when I watched it, I was like, I don't remember anything about this. I think the second one was like one that Eddie Murphy really wanted to do, and I think the director didn't want to do it. But he was like, basically he said, if they're going to do a sequel, I'm going to direct it. It was kind of one of those things. So it comes across that way. It's like, what, 8 years since the last one, and it seems like it was kind of forced a little bit, and so I'm really glad this one actually comes in the combo. All right, so this fourth one's actually from 1993. It's on Blu-ray. This one, I've heard a lot of people talk about the transfer of this movie, and I thought it looked okay. It's from director George P. Cosmatos. The movie is Tombstone. Like I said, my Sony TV actually had turned it on the vivid setting to kind of lighten the picture up a little bit, but after I did that, I thought it looked okay. But I can definitely see what people are talking about. It's really dark, but this movie is starring Kurt Russell, has a great Val Kilmer, Michael Biehn, Powers Booth, Sam Elliott, Bill Paxton, the late Bill Paxton. This one's a lot of fun. It'd been years since I saw it last. I had it on DVD before, and after I bought this one and watched it, I decided to get rid of that one. I know the DVD has a commentary by the director, but if you ever heard that commentary, it's really hard to understand this director. It has quite a bit of an accent, so I thought it was okay. It'd be nice if this one actually gets like a 4K release someday. I'd probably upgrade it then. Okay, so this fifth title is actually from 2012. This one's actually a documentary. It's from director Pete McCormick. The movie is I Am Bruce Lee. This one I actually had on DVD as well. I found it really cheap on Blu-ray, but it has obviously it's about Bruce Lee, but it has some great celebrity guests on it. It has Ed O'Neill, Mickey Rourke, it has Shannon Lee, Bruce Lee's daughter, and it has Dana White. If you ever watch UFC, he's a kind of the creator of UFC. Really interesting. It's been a long time since I actually saw this movie last, but in this documentary, Dana White talks about how Bruce Lee kind of inspired mixed martial arts, basically kind of accidentally created that, basically. And other people kind of say that there were other like stuntmen that actually created the mixed martial arts with themselves, which is called MMA. Okay, so this sixth title is actually one I upgraded from DVD. It's from 2009. It's from the Coen brothers, and the movie is A Serious Man. This one, if you know the sunbathing scene in this movie, it's something I've never forgotten. It's incredible, especially if you're a guy, you'll definitely appreciate it a lot more. But this one has a, very open ending to it. You know, it's very thought-provoking. It's very strange. There's like an opening to this movie. It makes no sense. Really has nothing to do with the movie. But it's interesting. It's about the Coen brothers and growing up Jewish and growing up in Minnesota. Okay, so this subtitle is actually a blind buy. I bought it used from the exchange. It's from 1975. I have been watching a lot of movies from this director. That's the only reason why I took a chance on this one. But its director is David Cronenberg, and the movie is Shivers. This one's really interesting. Like I said, it's a feature film. He'd done like a couple of shorts before this one, but it's actually a feature. So he obviously didn't know what he was doing yet. Yeah, he didn't know like his lenses or anything, or the lighting or how anything worked. He just kind of he's learning on the job basically. And so as a horror movie, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of a about the the 70s and how people were kind of free with their sexuality at the time, that kind of thing. And so it's that whole thing. It's really a really odd movie, but I don't regret watching it. But it's definitely kind of cheap. It's from the Vestron brand, so I think you can buy this on like I think Arrow possibly as well. But I'm happy with it though. Just it was really cheap. I did like a store trade-in, so I got it really at a really good price. So I don't regret it. Okay, everybody, I really appreciate watching this video. At least like once a month, I like to do haul videos like this. Sometimes I do like Criterion hauls as well, and I like to do like ranking videos and do out of theater reactions and do like digital code giveaways, that kind of stuff on my channel. So if that sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing. Please put a thumbs up on this video as well. Definitely helps my channel out, and everybody have a great one.